If ever there was a TV show that captured the hearts of Americans, it was the Andy Griffith Show. The first Andy Griffith episode was in October of 1960, and the show ended as #1 in the ratings in April of 1968.
Mayberry Union High.
So it's little wonder that the tiny town of Mount Airy, North Carolina, each year for over a quarter of a century, dedicates an entire weekend of celebrating Mayberry Days, capped off with a parade that's a big slice of Americana.
It's as close as you can be to actually being on the show.
Oh, all right.
Mount Airy is the birthplace of Andy Griffith, and when Griffith came up with the idea for his show, he modeled Mayberry after Mount Airy. The home where Andy lived is still very much intact. Wherever you go in Mount Airy, you'll find something or some place that has ties to Andy and his cast of characters.
There is a time for us to wander when time is young, and so are we. The woods are greener over yonder. The path is new, the road is free.
What do you think of how this Mayberry Days has grown?
I think it's just fabulous. I'm always surprised at how many people show up, and the people that come are really nice people. They're kind of like the people you'd find in Mayberry.
Hope you better hurry along them grits. You're gonna be late for school.
The Andy Griffith Show has been in syndication for over 50 years. You can tell by the fun for young and old alike that Griffith, although he didn't know it at the time, created a magical place where people feel safe.
So Barn, is it working?
It's working. I'm within a half inch.
One of Andy's characters who really made you feel safe was his trusty deputy, Barney Fife. How's law and order here in Mayberry?
It's a jungle around here is what it is. You never know when another beast will come down out of the hills. I don't worry about it, though. I just make my whole body a weapon.
You're trying to nip it in the bud,
Oh,
too,
in the
aren't you?
bud. You got to nip it in the bud.
Oh, man. Is Andy around? I haven't seen Andy.
No, Andy moved to Atlanta.
He moved to
Yeah, he
Atlanta.
moved
Why
down
did he
there.
do that?
Well, he changed his name to Matlock.
They come from all parts of the U.S. to become part of Andy's cast of characters.
Homer says hey.
It's a time for Mount Airy to showcase their down-home Southern hospitality. Hey, isn't that Floyd the barber?
He's looking a little shaggy there. I think one load may be longer.
Andy, he's giving
That's
you a
your
trim.
mark right there, see?
Ah, yes, good old Floyd. And believe it or not, the real Floyd the barber is alive and well at over 90 years old. He's cut hair at Floyd City Barber Shop for over 70 years, including the hair of a young Andy Griffith.
You want a drink?
Several guys showed up as Otis, the lovable Mayberry town drunk. Did you spend the night in jail last night, too?
Well, no, yesterday I did.
Yesterday?
I got out yesterday.
They gave you the keys, didn't they?
They gave me the keys, yeah,
Okay.
they did.
The Mayberry Days celebration even features an Andy Griffith Show trivia contest. This year's trophy went to this young lady who simply cannot be stumped.
One question that I'm looking forward to is what's wrong with Barney's car.
Is there something wrong with Barney's car?
Yes, the one that he got. A lot of things wrong with it. Want to know?
I want to know. I'm curious.
Plugs, points, bearings, valves, rings, starter switch, ignition wires, oil pump, fuel pump, water pump, clutch bearings, clutch plate, brake drums, brake linings, brake... I'm telling you, there's a lot wrong with it.
Is that all?
No, that's not all.
Oh.
And a radiator hose cover. Also, there's sawdust in the differential and transmission, and it needs a good wash job. And in the steering column, it's too loose. It's too much oil.
And not only that, but he had a localized intradermal extravasation of erythrocytes, too, didn't he?
You want to run that by me?
Most of the lead actors have passed away. Andy, Aunt Bee, Barney, Floyd the barber, and Otis. Ron Howard, who played Andy's son, Opie, couldn't make it. But look, that's Betty Lynn, who played Barney's girlfriend, Thelma Lou. And actress and comedian Karen, Don Knotts' daughter, was here as well. I know you must hear this a lot, but what was Andy really like?
Andy was a wonderful man. He was very kind as an actor. That was my first experience, so he was just as kind as he could be and patient. And he had the sense of humor that the show reflects. It's really Andy's sense of humor.
Go ahead, I'm all ears.
You always was.
A little known fact is that Andy Griffith played Sheriff Andy Taylor alone in the first episode. He got a call from his pal Don Knotts, who said, "Andy, I think what you need on that show is a deputy." Knotts tried out for the part, got the part, and the rest is history. Barney, you've got to show me that bullet. You have a
Is your name Leonard Blush?
No, it's not.
Oh,
Leonard
I remember
Blush.
Leonard Blush. He made it big, you know. He made it big.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh, you're talking about the bullet?
The bullet
Oh,
that
I
you
keep
had.
that baby shined up. Right there she is.
Oh, man, there it is.
Yeah,
the
that's
silver
bullet maintenance is what it is. Of course, I don't need it myself. I just make my whole body a weapon.
This is Barney Fife.
Once Barney Fife became part of Andy's show, the role of Sheriff Taylor switched, and Andy began playing the straight man. He became a problem solver, a mediator, advisor, and counselor.
And in Mayberry Days, they even have the exact replica of Andy Taylor's office right here where Andy used to sit with Barney and make all those big decisions. Yeah, is that you, Sarah? What's up? And as you can see, even the jail is legit. This is where Otis Campbell spent many a Saturday night to sleep it off. Hey, Andy, where are those keys?
On the outskirts of Mount Airy lies Wally's Service Station, manned by Gomer and Goober Pyle.
And at Wally's Service, you can get pop for a dime and you can still get gas for a quarter. That's high test. 23 cents for regular. Shazam!
It's always shining.
A big part of Mayberry Days was an aspect very close to Andy Griffith's heart: music of the Blue Ridge Mountains.
He was a very musical man, and he loved the Dillards. He heard them play half a tune, and he said, "That's it." And
if he saw something in real life, he really did integrate that into his show, didn't
oh,
he?
you're absolutely right. He did do that. He kept it as true as he could.
So, as we say goodbye to Mount Airy, in the peaceful foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, we are left with the feeling that once again, everything is okay with the world.
I have been blessed to be at this festival for 24 of the 25 years, and it's like coming home every time. It's like a family here. There are lots of tribute performers now. When I first started, I was the only guy on the block, and it's wonderful to see how much this has grown, and it's all based in the love of the Andy Griffith Show.
So as the sun sets over Wally's Service, little bluegrass music playing in the background, another thing to check off the old bucket list on the iPhone here. A day in Mayberry, a day in heaven.
From Mayberry Days in Mount Airy, North Carolina, R.J. Fritz, out and about for Life to the Max.
All right, Life to the Max. We'll be right back. Shazam!
Life to the Max is brought to you by Life Touch, photography for a lifetime.